What's up, goblins, and welcome back to Dwarves, Glory, Death, and Loot. As promised, today I want to talk a little bit about Season 2, which just released yesterday. At least from my perspective. I think from your perspective as well. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the two major updates that we have. Before we start, if you don't want to get spoiled, this is not the right episode for you, okay? So I'm going to talk about all the changes that we've made here. If you want to discover them by yourself, feel free to leave the video now. Okay, in the Forge, my probably most favorite upgrade, of course, I already forged them for you. We have two new items, the Crescent Blindfold and the Crescent Shoulders, forming together with the Crescent, the Lunar Crescent and the Glacial Crescent, the new Crescent set. This is the new set we've got in Season 2. So this set has a 10% chance to cause either bleed or poison, so the ultimate of this blade, on each hit, and its range increases by 30%. That's the Thief set we have here. Okay, the second major upgrade is the new formation. And the formation is so good. With this formation, I was able to beat the Forest Trolls, as you can see here. Now I have the Flame Wyvern as the next enemy. And by the way, don't worry, this is not a YouTube playthrough, this is my personal playthrough. So we don't have to worry about this. I will come back to my YouTube playthrough later as well in another episode. So yeah, the rune playthrough is not done yet. Okay, so this is the new formation. The Blood Hunters. At least 80% of dwarves must have to have the chance to cause bleeding. And the effect is enormous. So you deal 30% increased damage and leech 10% of damage dead as life against bleeding targets. So you leech an already incredible amount of damage with this 10%. 10% damage leech is huge. And on top of that, you also deal more damage because you know what that means? That combines together to an ultimate effect, but that's not even all. You also have the effect activating an ultimate has a 100% chance to remove a debuff. Perfect. Easy. Yeah, as you can see in this, in my personal run, I was also unlocking this, Order of Frost. Then I have my Battle Rune Celestial Arrows together with Rangers and the Pack of Thieves. So I do have a lot of formations here activated right now. And now I want to show you why this is so good, the Blood Hunters. This works perfectly together with certain runes. For example, this one, bleeding target gets executed, just good for this, of course. What else? Then we have, where is it? There, this one. When using an ultimate, has a chance to throw a toxic flask. So now why is this good? Because it has a chance to poison oneself. So the Toxic Flask has a 10% chance to poison myself, but the Blood Hunters has a 100% chance to remove a debuff. So this debuff just gets immediately removed if you poison yourself by just using your ultimate ones. But not only that, what else? I had more juicy stuff for you. Where is it? I had also more damage against bleeding targets somewhere. Here, this one. Damage against bleeding targets is increased by 16%. Also perfect for this build because that means you do more damage and that also means you have more life leech. Okay, so this Blood Hunters formation is just crazy. It's insane. I'm going to show you now one or two battles, but before we go into the battle, yes, I have to talk about the third modification. Speaking of modifications, of the modifiers that came to this game. Here we have not only normal modifiers now, we also have mythic modifiers. So if you forge in your forge, right, usually you have to choose between a few normal modifiers. But now, if you forge an item over mythic grade, then you also have the chance to get these special mythic buffs. And of course, these buffs depend on the biome you're in, just as the normal grades you have. Also, you have some new traits here. I believe, for example, in the forest, poison resist is new. Then this is definitely new. The ailment chance in the glacier, for example. So what does ailment chance mean? Ailment chance means that you apply a random debuff that is already applied to one of the enemies on the field, just everywhere. For example, burn is a debuff, or poison, and so on, you know? So this is also very interesting. But one thing I do not like is there is no, as you can see here, no mana restore rate anymore here, no mana regeneration. And mana regeneration was very, very good. Okay, but yeah, this trait is now gone for good. What else do we have? Here, the obtainable modifiers in the cave are as they were before, I believe. But for Mythic, we got more poison damage, poison stake. Okay, that makes sense. For the ruins, we have also the same. Intelligence, crit damage, thunder resistance. And on top of that, for Mythic, magic penetration, faster burn damage, and increased range. I think increased range is extremely useful and very interesting, even though I haven't tried it out yet. There's one region missing here, the mountain pass. Of course, I want to show you this one. The casual modifiers did not change. Instead, we have now mythic modifiers. Life regeneration, 5% thorns and 5% block chance shield. So thorns and block chance in particular are very good for knights, because block chance with the shield, of course, means you just block the damage. And thorns means if you get some damage, you reflect this damage you got back to the enemy. That is what Thorn does. Okay. So these are the major, I would say, 3 things that came to the game here with Season 2. Of course, we do have some other changes, some quality of life improvements, for example. And also, I think some of the shop prices for some items change, especially for higher tier, for higher grade items. They increased a lot. And that's all I wanted to say about this little introductional part here. I would say we start with my personal playthrough here a little bit. And I'm going to show you today my personal playthrough, and in the next episode, I will switch over to our normal YouTube playthrough, okay? So yeah, just so you can see how strong this is. By the way, I also have here at least one battle rune activated. And this one's insane, the damage. Damage is crazy. And it activates so often because every single archer dwarf, they are responsible for this battle rune, every single archer dwarf has an orb of mana equipped. That's why they are doing here so much damage. It's crazy. They can activate this battle rune, especially if the fight goes on for a little bit longer. That was also probably the case why I was able to beat the forest trolls, this one battle rune. Insane amount of damage. Okay, here, special enemy. Let's speed this up to 2 times speed. Immediately 20 orcs down. Ah, this is so good. Yeah, I can only recommend this combination here for your dwarves. As you can see, I have 4 thieves. 2 thieves going full Reaper. Here, not Reaper, Reaver set. Then 1 thief going with the brand new Crescent set. And 1 thief with both. Actually, I have this one only because I wanted to try it out. And the second reason I have this one is I need this passive Frostblade from the Glacial Crescent to maintain my Order of Frost formation here. Because you have to have at least 80% dwarves with the chance to freeze. Okay. This, by the way, is not that strong. It adds shield to freeze. I mean, shield is also good. Maybe, yeah. This is just a good formation. It's nice to have. But the Blood Hunters is just way, way too good, I think. Wow. Yeah, on top of that, we have the celestial arrows, of course, because we have these two different archers here with the ultimate arrogance, piercing arrow, and staggering shot. Especially this one is interesting because it's usually this piercing arrow costs 90, I believe, 90 mana. But in this case, I have a veteran dwarf with the wise trait for increased mana regeneration and less mana cost for the ultimate. So this is the perfect dwarf for this set. You can also see each single archer has the chance to inflict bleeding, also to maintain our blood hunters, our blood hunters formation here. And yeah, also my mage, by the way, has the bleeding. And actually, I only have this mage because I needed someone else to inflict inflict freeze and bleeding. That's why I have him. And then for some more healing, I have the supporter here with this casual Ring of Thunder and Holy Crystal combination, and a priest with the genie set. Okay, so much about my lineup here. And yeah, oh, by the way, this is the item you get from the forest trolls, the blood necklace. Also perfect. Really, it's perfect for the set. 27% chance to bleed. When killing a bleeding enemy, it will explode, dealing strength damage in an area and cause bleeding. Gain +1 stamina and strength after battle if the explosion killed at least one enemy. Insane. Just insane. Just insane. Trust me. It's so good. Okay. Oh, and by the way, this frost armor is also only to maintain the formation. I want to equip something else here. I wanted to equip an Orb of Mana here. But for this, I need another dwarf with the cold-blooded trait, because then I can assign this dwarf instead of this hot-tempered priest here, which will allow me to change this frost armor. So let's go for some veterans here. Reckless. Ooh. Ah, that's too good to say no. What was your trait? Berserk, also not too bad. He already has Reckless, that's why he has this Cane of the Ancient. Berserk. By the way, this was my champion pick. Grimnir Darkheart. As you can see, I completely changed his equipment, of course. I'm not sure. Oh, he's pretty good in terms of stat. Way better than this one, actually. Dual-Gin Coppervein. Okay, I'm gonna throw this one away. Can you please take this? Yes. Kinda looks weird, I think, this set. But I like it, don't worry. I want to equip the Troll Tooth necklace and I have so many items here. So many items. Alright, and now I want to level you up. Level 49, easy. Take this Heart of Iron. This Heart of Iron is perfect because of the Reckless trait. That's also why I have my Cane of the Ancient on this character, because he also has the Reckless trait, by the way. Alright, where on earth do I put all these Troll Tooth necklaces? I could even produce another, as you can see here, I have both blades. I could even produce another full Crescent set. Because, yes, here, these two require these components. I mean, this is also old, you already knew this stuff. And then we have our new things. These are very, very easy to obtain. Because, well, I mean, this is Assassin gear, White Reaver gear, and then Glacial gear. You can just buy it in the normal biome. You don't have to find certain enemies to do it. Alright, what do you have? 224 strength now. Nice. Very good. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should change this one to full Crescent gear as well. Let's see how they do. Anyways, give me some good enemies. I have the feeling, especially this combination of more damage and life leech does a lot for this combination of dwarves I have for this lineup. Because, you know, I only have one single healer here, one priest. And so this extra HP regeneration from life leech, I think does the, yeah, that does a lot. Okay, Umrock, the Defiant. I'm here. I think, by the way, I already made all my daily quests. I'm gonna have a look onto this. It's so good. It makes so much damage. This really is my biggest source of damage. I think I already saw this one. Tarin Goldhammer doing like, what was it? 300k or even 500k damage in one single round. It was insane. It was insane. The highest damage I've ever seen so far from one single character. Oh yeah, I wanted to have a look on my, yeah, my dailies are already completed. Nice. Do I need anything? I was thinking about this Sanctified Amulet instead of my Ankh for the healer. So yeah, maybe let's go. 62 enemies, by the way. Just crazy. The thing with this is, because of the Orbs of Mana, I can just spam out this rune. That's why it makes so much damage. It's crazy. And yeah, of course, I also have lots of runes in the rune circle assigned to raise the probability to activate this rune. I think it's even higher than 100% now. It's like 102% or so. So yeah, it's insane. Give me this. And then, I don't know, just store it here. Whatever. Yeah, of course, I haven't tried out this mythic forging. As you can see, I only have one single mythic item here. And yeah, I don't have enough mithril. Actually, I wanted to play until I can show you this, but it takes so long just to gather the base resources to forge a mythic to mythic plus that I was not able to make it in time if I want to bring my episode today. So I'm sorry for this. I cannot show you the mythic forging today, probably. But at least I talked about the modifiers. Okay, I wanted to have a look here. Increases the chance to activate a better rune. I have 1, 2, 3 of these runes with plus 24%. Plus, of course, the base chance is also relatively high. So let's have... Ooh. But 10 Frost Orcs. Eee. Okay, so what's the chance? Yeah, here, you see. 102% chance to be activated with Ultimate Piercing Arrow. Let's have a look on our damage counter. There. You see this? I think Tarin just gets this... gets the full damage from the rune activation all the time. Okay, I think I have to bail out here. Yeah, the Frost Mages, you know it. The Frost Mages. I'd love to have... Wait, I have one rune here activated. Which is it? This one? But actually it is not too bad as long as I have this flask. Toxic flask, yeah. Alright, I'm just not sure if I can do this here actually. I don't think so. Even if I just retry it. You're just gonna steamroll me. I could go for something else instead. Cane of the Ancient. Orb of Mana. Do I really want to try this? Wait. Yeah, the Orb of Mana is great for him. What do you think? Write in the comments. How could I defeat Raguk the Scourge here? Okay, anyways, let's try... I just want to try him once more. Come on. The problem is the Hammer Orc, actually. They're pushing through too much. And so my... Yeah. My archers are getting attacked. Okay, and now it's over because one of the archers is down. That means we cannot activate our rune anymore. I think actually the Hammer Orcs are a problem, not even the champion itself. Hammer Orcs plus the Frost Orcs, they just completely freeze and throw back my lineup, and then that makes space for Raguk and the other bodyguard orcs here, the archers, to kill my backliners. Yep. So many berries flying around. So yeah, you can clearly see this rune is the major damage income. It's crazy. So much damage potential. But that's the thing. Once they start to push back the thieves and push your backliners, you're in real trouble, because then they get obstructed and they cannot activate their ultimates as often, which means they cannot also activate the battle rune as often. So yeah. I think I should go full Crescent with him. Full Crescent set. I have the feeling. I mean, the Bloodseeker is very, very strong because of this damage and recovers of damage dealt as health. It does recover health, which is very good, of course. I was also thinking about giving them more Orbs of Mana instead of the Heart of Iron, to be honest. I'm not too sure about it. But yeah, anyways, let's go back in here. Okay, 3 named orcs. I think that's not a problem. Okay. I want to change one rune. I think this one. The thing is, this rune is great. I already told you. But with this particular lineup, it isn't, because almost all my damage is converted to ice damage. So I never even have physical damage. And therefore, I can never execute anyone. So I'd rather go for something else here. Ooh, maybe this one. When a poisoned enemy dies, a toxic cloud spreads 50% of its poison stacks to nearby enemies. I'm playing a little bit with... This is also nice. Freeze. Additional crit chance. I'm going for crit chance. Crit chance. That's another 12% crit chance. Not too bad. What's your crit chance now? Just show me. Crit. 31%. Not too bad. That's every third hit, roundabout. Okay. Let's Go. I want to keep these 2 items here because I want to now start and forge my... I think I need the main hand, right? My new crescent set here for this dwarf. I already have this offhand weapon. I don't need this one anymore. But I need the main hand still. Yes. You have poison resist, which I don't like. Okay, I want to have for you strength. Pure strength. Just strength. Okay, more. Give me the juicy strength here. There it is. Even one more. Ah, let's go. Let's go legendary. Easy. And I can store this one here. I still have this stored over here actually. I can dismantle these because as you can see I don't have much mithril left. I was busy upgrading him to legendary and mythic. And this one also to legendary. Okay, the only thing left now is, let's have a look on the recipe. I need 2 more parts per recipe, and that's the assassin's things, the assassin mask and the assassin shoulder, and the glacier stuff, crown and pauldrons in this case. Crown and pauldrons are obtainable here in the glacier, yes. Let's go in here. Yeah, finally battle rune activated. Yeah, that's the thing. Hammer orcs plus ice mages are my biggest threat. I swear. Hammer orcs to just completely throw away your front line, plus the ice mages freezing your front line and your back line likewise, is just brutal. And by the way, I lost my ability to make another battle rune, so it was good that this one last battle rune killed so many orcs there. Alright, I need equipment. This one is good. Then I need... oh, perfect, this one. And now I have to find the cage. Cage. Give me cage, please. Oh, nice. Cage, please. I thought I'm not gonna get the cage. By the way, we have almost 230 victories here. Let's go. I want to see this at 1 speed. Whoosh. Massive cleanup, this rune. This rune is just always just a massive cleanup. The damage you see here. And I swear I saw around 400k there. 400k in one round. Insane damage, this battle rune. Nope. With all these buffs. I mean, this buff also, this Blood Hunter's buff also applies for the battle rune, right? This is 30% more damage against bleeding targets. And because everyone can inflict bleeding, probably also most of the enemies are bleeding at this point. So this just completely chains and works together. It's so nice. Any item I want? Actually, I want to have more hearts of iron, but I'm in the wrong spot for this. Yeah, whatever. Just give me the tome. I don't care. I don't care. Just sell it. I have so many good things here. Alright, I need from the shop assassin shoulders and assassin mask. There we go. Now assassin. Ah, there was one. I messed it up. Give me the shoulder parts. And of course I'm getting instantly punished. You saw that? This dagger this dagger's price was, I think, way higher than it was before. Even though it's legendary, I'm pretty sure it did not cost 2.5k before the update. So I think, yeah, the shop price is definitely, especially for higher tier items, increased here. 2,500 for a gold shield. That's also why it's a lot harder to get high tier Mithril these days, I have the feeling. Because everything is so expensive. Always this inflation, you know? Damn inflation. Yeah. Shoulders. I don't want these modifiers, so I'm just gonna convert it to common. That's for you. Yay! And there we go. Now I just have to fight like once in here, in the forest. Actually, I can speed this up. So yeah, I'm extremely excited actually about our own Battle Rune run, which we will go back to in the next episode. I mean, if you like to see more from my personal playthrough here, let me know in the comments. Of course, I can also make some rounds here. With this setup. But of course, I want to discover the other battle runes with you together. This is for you. Nice. Now we have this full set here. Also with this increased chance to inflict bleeding or poison. Actually, do I need the Ring of Blood? No, I could get rid of this because I still have the Blood Hunters activated. And instead give you a Mana Orb. I think I have one over here. Yep, I do. Nice. Nice. Very good. Ah, it's an ambush, but actually I don't care. I love it. I just love it. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. I think one of my best lineups so far, by the way. One of my best personal lineups. I'm experimenting a lot. So, I mean, for YouTube, I do try to play very serious. But on my personal playthroughs, sometimes I just completely mess up just because I want to know how a certain combination works or a certain item. And then I just trash a very, very good run because I think, let's change this character for or some other items because I feel like I want to see this now. By the way, I think I'm going to keep this episode short because I want to bring this episode today. And of course, I have to cut the episode and upload it to YouTube and everything else. So, yes. I think this is going to be the last match here for today. But yeah, let me know what you think about this update, about Season 2. Oh, by the way, the leaderboards are resetted now. Yesterday or maybe 1 or 2 days ago, I saw on the leaderboards one guy had like 6,400 victories, which is insane. How on earth do you have the time to even play to 6,400 victories? Even if I had the skill to get through there, how on earth do you go to 6,400? I mean, it takes how long? 100 hours or even more for only this one playthrough. Okay, but yeah. That's it for today's episode. Just let me know overall what you think about this, what you think about the new stuff, the new set and so on, the new formation, and of course, my personal lineup here. Maybe you see something where you say, Gobbo, you can make this a lot stronger if you switch this artifact. Yeah, of course, you can give me some tips there. But yeah, thank you for joining in, and I see you next time, I would say, on our YouTube playthrough. Bye-bye.